With ProVideoPlayer 2, you can now expand your media library and make it more adaptable and dynamic by utilizing effects. These effects can be applied globally to the entire workspace, to individual layers, or even clips themselves. And with the addition of effect sets, you can save presets with all of your effect settings for later use. Below the preview area are all of the effects that we can apply. First, let's look at applying effects globally to the workspace. So let's play back some content to layer 1 and to layer 2. And then if we go to our workspace view, you can see we have a picture-in-picture set up here. Now to apply an effect, we can go find an effect that we like a color adjust. We can change any settings, and then we can toggle it on. It's now applied that to all of the layers in our workspace. We can also apply effects to an individual layer. These layer effects take priority over any workspace effects. So we can take whichever layer we want, we can go find an effect like maybe the old film effect and maybe stars, and we can apply that to that layer, and now when we go back to the workspace, you'll see it's applied it to that individual layer, not the entire workspace. We can clear those out by going back to layer, hitting clear, and that will remove those effects for that layer, and we can go to the workspace and clear out any workspace effects by hitting clear in our workspace tab. You can also apply effects to an individual clip. So we'll go over here, we'll right click on this clip, and we'll go to Media Queue Inspector. Then in this last tab on the settings, we can see all of our effects. We can go down and apply something like a tile, and we can tile our video, and then maybe we also want to add in like a kaleidoscope, and so we can see this kaleidoscope effect is happening in a tiled fashion. So now we can close this out, and you can see now every time we click on this clip, it'll apply those effects and play it back with that individual look. Now, one way to take advantage of all of these clip effects is by copying this clip. So I'm going to right click on it, I'm going to do copy, and then we'll paste this clip back in. And then in the second clip, I'm going to right click, go to Media Queue Inspector, I'm going to remove the kaleidoscope effect and remove the tiling effect and set this back to its normal playback. Then when we go in here, now we can play back this video normally, or we can go in and play back our affected version, which has our tiling and our kaleidoscope effect. But this only uses one version of our clip, but we can have multiple instances in our library. And lastly, you can create effect sets to save specific effect settings or groups of effects to use at a later time. So let's click on a video to play it back. We'll go down here and we'll find some effects to use, maybe this tune effect, and we'll get in a little RGB adjustment in here, and we like the way that looks, and we can go in and save this set. You can see here it's detailing what effects we're using. We can right click and rename this, but let's clear this out, and now we can go and play back a video clip, and all we have to do is double click on this effect set, and now we can use that effect set on any clip at any time.